guys, it's Dana with Travel on a Dime with Dana. I just want to say Happy New Year, and this is a new beginning for me. I would like to share my knowledge of travel and traveling budget friendly. And so I'm going to post videos often about different ways to save money, because if you want to travel the world, which I assume your answer is going to be yes, then I know how to do it, and I know how to do it affordably. So I want to share some of my knowledge with you. And today I'm going to start off this whole segment with how to pack for, a 60-day trip in a backpack. And I know, girls, you're saying, how am I going to do that? But I'm going to show you how. And I have all kinds of little tips and things that can get you farther with your money. Okay, I'm just working on separating the clothes into category. And I have, bras, underwear, and bathing suits, dress shirts, sweatshirts. And these are like sleeveless, just t-shirt type, casual. I also have tank tops. These are capris, shorts, and pants. Obviously, again, see how big this backpack is? I'm not taking all this, right? So that's like my second thing. I just kind of separate everything, and then I count out the days that I can live without laundry. So in this case, I have about 5 days. So 5 days, so I can get 5 outfits. I try to pick things that I can switch around. Like these shirts, they can go casual, but they also can go kind of, I'm not saying really dressy, but like, they're appropriate to go to dinner and if you put little necklace on or whatever. So this is the first step for the clothing, and I'll be back with the next step. So guys, I narrowed it down a little bit more. I'm going more for the capris and the shorts this trip. I am going to the Caribbean, and so I don't need a lot of pants, but I did bring a couple pants. Again, I'll probably have to narrow this down even more, but this is just how the process that I take. I count out the days, and again, I'll take more underwear than the 5 days. I don't know about you, but I don't like to be left without underwear. So, but really like sleep shirts, things like that. A lot of times I don't dress up that often. Again, this is going to differ with each person. Again, you're not going to be able to bring heels and all that stuff. So typically I bring a pair of sandals that are sparkly that go with everything. And I keep that like a universal thing. And so I have a dress shirt there. Also, I use these sleeveless black shirts a lot for both casual and dress up. That's like my interchangeable wear stuff. All right, so this is getting going here, and I will be back to show you the next step. Now let's go over the non-clothing items, and I'm going to tell you the stuff that's mandatory and the stuff that's not, okay? And so usually I have a quart-sized travel bag. That's what this is. It's a reusable one that I use every single trip, okay? This time I have my handy salmon packets just in case I get hungry, but of course there's liquid in there, so I have to put it in my liquid bag. I have toothpaste, I have some sprays, I do have sunscreen. I think those are the most important things. I do have available shampoo and conditioner and body wash also on where I'm going. So, okay. And then I have my medications and my over-the-counter medications. And just in case I get sick, I got some Zicam and some antibiotics and things like that I always keep with me. Okay. And I have a small, very small bag of jewelry just to dress it up if I need to dress it up here. I put everything in Ziploc bags so it will just pack properly. As you can see, I have essentials like razors, but I just put them in a baggie. I don't take a lot of them. Also, I have rubber bands because, of course, my hair is always mangled and I have to have something to pull it back. Of course, the most essential thing to always bring, especially when you're going out of the country, is your passport. So that is, honestly, if that's the only thing I had and I forgot everything else, I'd be happy. I have my Dove soap, my bar. I can use a bar of Dove soap. I've already tried it. I was on a 90-day trip and I didn't even use the whole bar. So again, you'd be surprised. And it's the same with toothpaste, guys. You don't need like 8 toothpastes when you go. So one tube lasted me way over. I had like a half a tube or more left after 90 days. This is essential for me because I'm over 50 and I'm always hot. So this is just a USB fan that I travel with. So when I get hot, at least I have something. Of course, a comb. I don't bring a brush because they're too big. I don't have space for that. My toothpaste, my deodorant, and this, of course, for high blood pressure. This is my blood pressure cuff that I have to take. This is probably the most essential thing as well, like my passport. I always have a spork with me because you never know on the road when you want to eat something and you don't have a fork or a spoon, and it's happened to me. So I always carry that stuff with me. This is another thing that I use all the time is, you know, different size bags. I put them in and I roll them up and I take them with me because if I want to like store food in them, or who knows, you have shells, things that you collect along the way, it's just nice to have another storage option. Unfortunately, I have to bring my work items. Now, this is the worst part because, of course, I just have one backpack to pack everything. So this is going to take up a little extra room. I have my computer and a couple tablets and a recorder and a card reader. So it's just unfortunate because it adds a lot of extra weight also to my bag. Now, my headphones. I have a case for the headphones. And it's kind of a must-have because, you know, on these planes, I can't handle people yelling, talking, kids crying. So I need my earphones. But sometimes I don't take the case because the case is too rigid and I can't get it to fit in the bag. Now, this is ridiculous because I don't bring all these. I just have to finally decide and weed this out, which one I'm going to bring. And as you can see, all 3 are different. So I have to pick one. And I'll be doing that. Now, these are not essential. Those are towel clips that I use when I'm going to the Caribbean just because I don't like my towel to slip off my chair. This is not mandatory. And if it's taking up too much room, I'll just get rid of them. Okay, and then this is for medicines and things like that. I'm going to have to take this. It's my cold storage. Another essential item is my netted laundry bag. I absolutely have to have this because I cannot stand having my clothes not separated in my bag once it gets kind of full. So I keep this with me every trip. Now this is a foldable backpack. Another thing that I always keep with me because if I only have the one backpack, I have an alternative bag to use when I go out or I do things or daily trips, and I could put stuff in it. This is something I wish I could bring. It's one of my favorite things. It basically has the tubes on the ends and then the net in the middle, and it's like a float for the water. And when I'm going to the Caribbean, I love to have an option, of course, that I don't have to spend money to buy something or rent something, and it gives me an opportunity to float in the water. But unfortunately, even the smallest I can fold it down, I cannot really get it in this bag, especially with my work stuff. So I think that's going to be out this trip. So, all right, I'm going to move to the next step and I'll show you guys what's up. Okay, here it is. I got it down as much as I can at this point. Sometimes I have to redo it because it won't fit in the bag. Then I have to kind of decide what can I let go and what I can't. Now, I will say the sweatshirt and a pair of the pants won't go in because that's what I'll wear to the airport. It's cold here. So I'm going to need to wear cold items when I leave. And unfortunately, this stuff has to maybe fit in the bag when I'm traveling around. Let me just explain. I have 5 flights in this 60-day period. Packing this bag is saving me for baggage for 5 different flights. Okay. And I use this as my personal item. And so again, when you're paying, $30, $40, $50, $70 sometimes, per flight, that's a lot of money. And that's money I don't have or money I'd rather spend traveling. So again, you know, just consider these things when you're trying to at least dumb it down. You know what I mean? Don't overpack all the time because you don't use half the stuff. I'm telling you. So anyway, I just wanted to also talk about my sandals. I forgot to mention those. Now, these are the ones that I use. They're like the Skechers brand. As you can see, they're kind of glittery, like I like. So they can kind of go both ways. You can dress them down or up. And the best part is they stretch. So if I need to squish them in the bag, because I do a lot of squishing, you will see. So the next step is packing the bag. And I'm just gonna do a fast video so you can see how I pack it.